Here we are at Metal in the Mountains, and it is the first day still, and we are sitting with three young ladies who are actually you say a faith-based band, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautycore band.
A what?
Beautycore band.
Okay. And they're, that's not our phone, but
Hello?
yeah, we should answer it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have a live audience today.
Yeah, we have a live audience today. Well, at least we didn't have we had a band in here earlier. We had our banner up there and it fell on top of us. So yeah, that's going to be in the bloopers. Yep. So anyway, go ahead and introduce yourselves before we get started and tell us who you are and which. You said your mom named your group. So tell us who you represent in this.
So I'm CJ. I play lead guitar. I'm the oldest. I'm 19.
I'm Lulu. I'm the drummer. I'm 15. I'm Maggie. I play bass and I share vocals with CJ, and I am 18.
She's a screamer.
Oh yeah.
She's a screamer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did, I know being the faith base, growing up, I heard you guys say, oh, I'm going to be 20 tomorrow, and that was a long time ago for me. Longer than the other ones they were talking about. So how did you come to become this faith-based rock band? I mean, because Skillet started as a faith-based. There was quite a few of them that started that way. So how did you guys get your start that way?
So we're more of like positive message. We're Christians and we're very bold of who we are. If you would love to talk, like we're open. Not necessarily on stage, so we have more opportunities to play, and it's not necessarily like preaching down your throat. And like nothing's wrong with that. Like I know like Disciple and Decipher Down and like other bands in that market do that, but ours is more off stage, and I feel like it's a more personal connection. Mm-hmm. But I mean that's just our mission. Like we are who we are, and if you'd love to talk, we're here for it. If not, like. Okay.
And I feel like some people, whenever they take the whole Christian band route, a lot of times they end up like coming out and saying that we're no longer going to be a Christian band, we're just a band. So we kind of always wanted to be a positive message band, just so that we could always, people realize that it's not the band that's Christian, it's the people that's Christian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
how do you think, how is the reception been from the other bands? I mean, obviously you're young ladies, Christian faith, based band. How is the reception been? I mean, when you go to stuff like this, I mean, there's some, not so Christian based talking going on stage, So how do you guys, how do you feel about it?
I mean, honestly, it's not something that like is a huge bother to us, because we know like that's how people are, and like that's not gonna it's not our place to judge them for that. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of bands, it's crazy, like no matter what we say on stage and stuff, they give us the same respect, and like it doesn't bother them, and like they try to act like our big brothers most of the time, like keep us safe, like no one gets near them, get away from them. It's like that's a really cool thing to see, that like all these like big burly like tattooed guys like being super super nice, as they're like super soft spoken, but like, if anything comes like near us, they're like no, stay away from them. It's kind of like respect for respect. If you give people respect, they will take it and they will give it back. So yeah.
Well, it's super crazy because I keep forgetting the clown group.
Scoops of Mischief.
Yes. One of the guys came up to me with his wife, and just from like looking at their appearance, you wouldn't think like they would believe in the whole like spiritual, like Jesus or like the Christian faith. And so I was super open, like love to talk, and he just came to me and like thanked us for what we did, because he was a pastor. And I was like, that's crazy, because I wouldn't even think like just from the image that you would be into that. And so that's super encouraging that people are just so bold and like come to places like this and are just willing to like share who they are and share Jesus, because that's who Jesus was. He got onto the religious people because they were like high and mighty and like were doing stuff and not like living it. Right. And like he hanged out with people who were not necessarily religious, and so like he was there and was willing to talk, and that's what we do. Like we're going to be there for you, and if you're open, that's great.
Now, through your music, has it come through come out through your music as well?
Our music is very much like just positive message, so
Okay.
it's a universal thing. So it's not going to turn anybody off. And we talk a lot about like life experiences and people who we meet on the road. They give us their stories, and so we write songs off of that.
It's
And
a
like
lot
any
of-
struggles that we have, and like
Yeah.
just it's a focus on overcoming those things.
Yeah, it's being open and finding ways how we've either been able to overcome our struggles or ways that we've been encouraged or our parents have, influenced us or other people. We just always want to put out the message that you are stronger than the problems that come your way.
Or like finding those problems and saying like, look, this was a problem. Like this wasn't a good thing. This was a bad thing, and so now you need to like turn away from it. So,
Or just
to heal.
celebrating the good times.
Yeah,
know?
there's
We
a
have
lot of good things. Like
we have a couple songs
like
where it's
Can You
just like
Promise
a
Me? It's just like this is a
feel-good
good place.
song.
This is where I don't want like the happiness to end.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, you talk about, life experiences. I mean, you guys are so young. Where do you get these experiences from? I mean, is it from being on the road and talking to other people? Because, I mean, I'm 50, okay? I've done a lot in my life. And, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I've had a great life. I've lived history with, I was in the Army. I patrolled East-West German border. I was in Desert Storm. And so, I mean, I have a lot of life experiences. Being so young, where do you get yours from? I mean, how do you think, okay, I'm going to spread this message to someone like me out in the crowd
Yeah.
who has actually lived, quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how would you
It's kinda just
associate that yourself
how
with them?
we write our lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
we
pull
kind
a lot of like inspiration from other people's stories. Like if they've like told us specific things that they've struggled with, it was like, oh, well, we need to write a song for them.
Yeah,
like,
either that or just personal struggles. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all human. The world is a fallen nation, and it's getting worse day by day. So
And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that little kids are going through just being, what's the word? Not receptive, but exposed through social media a lot of stuff. And so little kids are going through a lot of things, and people don't understand that. And they're like, oh, they're little kids. Like, they don't go through a lot of stuff. Like, people like 12 years old come, they say they've been cutting themselves and just been into a lot of stuff. And we're just like, whoa, like, you're 12 years old. Like,
Yeah.
it's so sad that like kids are going through a lot of stuff. And so we just have to be there and just be open. I feel like if we treat them like adults and like how they are like little human beings,
Yeah.
and just or be there for them and not be like, you're 12 years old, like it's okay what you're going through, like it's
It's a phase.
Yeah,
exactly.
You'll outgrow it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's intense, like this stuff like I've gone through, and I'm like only 20 years old, just being like social media just shoves down your throat, and like
on the road is hard too,
Oh
because
my
like
God.
Oh, yeah.
even
Yeah.
just like having to with us, like we're women, so we have to keep up that like high standard and like this perfect image and everything, and like that's super like stressful to do that,
Yeah.
especially with like all the social media. Like me and Lou have struggled with like depression and like eating disorders and that, so we've written songs through that and like recovery through that, and like we're okay now. We want to tell people like you can recover from that, like it's
Yeah.
not something that will hold you
Yeah.
down.
yeah.
And a lot of people like to hide it on the inside. You wouldn't see like people struggling from the outside.
And
like
I
you
mean-
have to like when you start talking to someone, you realize all the demons they've been going through, and it's like I would never have known.
Yeah, it's from.
And
From
crazy.
appearance, a lot of things can be judged. A lot of, oh, you're in a band, so your life must be perfect, and
Yeah.
or you're in a band, your life must suck because blah 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 blah. And it's really just taking all of those preconceived notions and judgmental thoughts and just eliminating them all, because really everybody in the world has at least one problem.
Yeah.
None of us are going through the world, and I mean from young to very very old, it doesn't matter who you are, everyone has something that they're
Right.
dealing with. So that's what we use our one something, and we write from
help other
that,
people.
and sometimes multiple than one something. But yeah, it's just kind of venting through your lyrics and what goes through your mind, and it can be something very light, a very light subject, or it can be something very dark, and it's just
The main focus is
Main
showing
focus-
people like
There's a
the
way
way
out.
out. of
yeah.
the- of the
We never
struggle.
want to write anything to where the person feels stuck or like negative afterwards. We always want it to have a very positive influence and a very, after the song, just like, oh, okay, like I'm not
Like,
alone, I'm
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I can take a deep breath, everything's going to be fine, because that's what we would want. So
Yeah. So where did you guys find your sound? How did you guys find your voice in all this? I mean, not just the lyrics and everything, but the actual music. What drew you to your type of
That's really
what
funny.
you-
Like with our
Yeah.
EP that we just literally came out with a month ago, we feel we feel like we finally found our sound. But yeah, we're very theatrical, very aggressive.
We grew up in choir for school.
That's such a weird contrast.
Like that helped us like find like a want to like use our voices for something.
Yeah.
And then like we just started like playing music through guitar lessons and bass lessons and drum lessons and everything. And then they encouraged us to write our own stuff, and we were just like kind of following other people's like wants, like, hey, write stuff like this. We're like, okay. And then like we finally like took the reins for this new EP.
So it's almost like a lot of people like to say we're like Barlow Girls meets Slipknot. That's like a lot. It's really weird, but that's kind of like what it is, I would say.
That's like our like stage presence, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like our music sounds like Avril Lavigne meets Five Finger Death Punch.
That is true.
All right, this is gonna be an interesting tomorrow.
We really shock people because people think we're like pop because we wear like girly outfits, and
Yeah.
that's why we made our own genre. Because at the beginning we did it as like a joke, because like
Yeah.
we're beautycore, because a lot of people get really mad when you like subculture like your own stuff, like, oh, we're metal. It's like, you're not metal. I can't believe you said that. Or like, you're not metalcore.
It's like,
so
you know what? We're gonna make our own things, then you can't tell us what we are.
There you go.
so we just said we're beautycore. It's female fronted metalcore, but I
Like a
don't
lot
know.
of women, like it was a joke, like in like actual joke, but
Yeah.
a lot of women fronted bands or like
other
people
bands.
just women
We're
in
like, you
bands.
should actually do it.
They're all like jumping behind it now and like putting like hashtag beautycore movement. I'm like starting it, and like all these like female like bands are like reaching out to us like you're inspiring us so much, like we're gonna keep doing it. Like that's so cool.
That
It's
is so
nuts.
cool. That is really
But,
cool.
yeah, we just love dressing up like girly, but Maggie can scream lower than some of the guys I know. And so I'm like,
Well, I was saying, because you do dress up really in the little cheerleader outfits and stuff. So, I mean, it is girly, but I'm going to have to actually, we'll be out there. We'll be out there checking it out. and
you
see.
have to, because we have some like special stuff we're going to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
we have really fun.
We can probably tell them the coffin one.
Oh, yeah, true. Because,
Okay, so like since we play at 2, we're trying to get as many people as possible, because in the middle of our set we're playing a song called Other Side, and I'm gonna get into, we have this giant pink floaty coffin, and I'm gonna get into it like crowd surf on top of the crowd.
Are you really?
Yeah.
we're going to need some people so no one drops her.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't drop you, no. Yeah, actually, in Ohio last week, or 2 weeks ago at Sonic Temple, we weren't really kind of paying attention. We were watching the show, and all of a sudden, a girl probably your size came over and fell on her head
Oh my goodness.
and kicked me in the side of my head and just went straight down to the, because nobody said heads up. Nobody
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
But she did. She fell, and she had a cut on her head because she had her sunglasses on her head. And she got a cut on her head, and yeah, she dropped right on her head.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, we'll make sure we don't drop it.
Yeah, that's what, like we're not allowed to
That's
like crowd surf,
dangerous.
but like I was like, if I'm in a floaty, like it's not as bad.
Yeah, floaty. That should be interesting. We're gonna have to get some shots of that. Yeah, don't go in. You stay out, so you don't. But well, it's very nice to meet you. I'm very happy to meet you. I can't wait to see you on stage. I talked to the mom there, and she's gonna send me your music, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't have anything from you. So she's gonna send me music, and Friday when I go on air, because I do a New to You Friday, and it's all the new bands, new music I get through the week from wherever. I play it on Friday, and then after that it goes into full rotation with all my DJs. So after that it'll be on. So we'll highlight you guys on Friday, and then we'll get you guys in full rotation, and just tell your friends that tune in asgardradio.com, and they can request you just like regular. Send me messages, send text, Twitter to all the DJs, and they can get you playing on air.
Definitely.
So where can people get your stuff, your music? Obviously all the platforms, downloads and everything, but do you have a website? Do you have
Everything's under
super
the GFM band. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Our
It's
website's
thegfmn.com.
thegfmn.com. And everything's linked from there.
Anything, iTunes, Apple Music, you know.
If you go to the website, it's all
You
linked
can
there.
literally find
Okay.
us anywhere, and we're very interactive on everything. We run our own social media, so if you
Yeah.
want to reach out, talk to
Wanna
us,
talk?
if you want to chat, want to say
Send
what's
us
up, send us memes. We love it, and yeah, we're very into it. So
Okay. Well, it was great to meet you. I look forward to tomorrow, and we're gonna start hashtagging beautycore. We're gonna put it everywhere. And,
That's what's up.
Or as I always tell my kids, because my kids are actually older than you guys, but I always tell being the dad joke, hash brown, you know.
I feel like our
Pounds on.
dad has said that before.
Yeah.
Dad has definitely said hash brown.
What's a
Or
hash
mom.
brown?
Yeah, what's
I
hash
think
brown?
mom probably said that.
I always tell them, and I have a 3-year-old grandson that they always try and say, you know, he gets on his little thing and everything, so we tell choo-choo and everything, and he'll say, he'll go to something, and my daughter will say, you know, it's hashtag whatever. I'm like, no, it's hash brown or pound sign. That's pound sign when from my time. You know? So, but no, we will definitely help you with your hashtag and see if we can get some more of the female fronted bands on board with this.
Yeah.
Go check out, you know, you talked to Stephanie from Black Plague here.
Oh, yeah.
She is outstanding. She's a great young lady. She's just, her and I have been friends for a long time. They came through Chicago and I met them and we've been friends for a long time. And we actually, I'm here to see them. I surprised them. That is
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
We drove 8.5 hours to get here.
Oh my
Holy cow.
goodness.
Yeah,
Oh
so-
my word.
So yeah, it was a pretty long drive, but yeah, we surprised them. So it was kind of
That's
fun.
cool.
Crazy.
But all right, girls, we will talk to you again, hopefully soon, and
Yes.
we'll definitely have you get pictures tomorrow and
Yes.
Yeah.
be out there check you guys out.
Yeah.
All right, check them out.
out.
Again, hashtag BeautyCore. You'll pull them up, and we'll see you later on here at Middle of the Mountains.